Good morning students and welcome you all again in my lecture English. That you know very well, we have already started grammar part and you are learning that part at home. That is a very good thing for you. And I also suggested that which books you have to purchase, then from where you have to learn the notes. Okay, all types of all type means information I have given to you. So students see again our prose 1 that we have started, the portrait of the lady, is remaining. 2 lectures I made the explanation and you come to know from this that this is a very nice lesson. Why? Because here, you know, in every relationship in our life, every relationship matters. Either it is good or bad, sometimes because of some consequences, problematic situations can be created in that or may be created, but we can solve this. This is called relationship. And we can't move ourselves away from that relationship. So here the same relationship is given by the author to regarding his grandmother and the author himself. This lesson is written by the author Khushwant Singh, and here we are explaining the author's grandmother was a religious person. Why you are saying so that author's grandmother was a religious person? Because always she is reciting the prayers from the morning. The whole day she is reciting the prayer parallelly with his rosary beads. Okay, and her intention is that whatever the prayer she is reciting, she has to, means her grandson was learned at all poems. But all poems, not poems, but prayers. But the author doesn't bother about that thing because only the grandmother's voice was liked by him. Otherwise, he was not interested in the prayers, whatever the grandma was singing. So, in that sense, we can say that the author's grandmother was a religious person. Then, second question I have written here: changing relationship between the author and his grandmother. You know, there are some stages here that are given by the author that how the relationship changed, which consequences are responsible for it, what happened, and because of it, the author's grandmother's relation was changed. So how it is? How we can explain it? At the first moment or in the first 2 paragraphs, the author was narrated about his grandmother, parallelly his grandfather, and he is saying that from the last 20 years, I am seeing my grandmother as it is. She has no change in her appearance. Okay, her body is wrinkled, she has some stoop over his backside. So, because of it, and she is only able to in the house because she has some problem in her legs. So, from the whole day, she was just reciting the prayers with his rosary beads. And whenever the author's author's parent went to the city, and the author was remained with her grandmother, with his grandmother. So at that time, the grandmother used to take him to the school, okay, and she was just staying there because the temple was besides the school. That is why she was just waited there and listen the prayers in the temple. And at that time, the author was taking or learning in the school. So at that time, whenever they are returning towards the home, they are carrying the stale chapatis with them, and the grandma was used to throw the chapatis to the stray dogs. Stay dogs. Means this type of life was going on. But slowly and gradually, the turning point comes in the author's life was when his parents called him up in the city. So at that time, grandma also went there. They are sharing the same room. But here now, the grandma is not going with author in the school. The author is going in the school by bus, and now the author is taking the education in English school. So whatever the teachings of his teacher he was shared with his grandmother, she was not like all that details. She is saying that why all this type of teaching your teachers are teaching to you? Because you have to learn about God and scriptures. Then why your teachers are teaching like this? So she has a curiosity in his mind that why such a type of education is given in the school. Because she is a religious person. She liked the religious matters only, so she was interested in that only. So whenever one memory the author shared with her is that whenever his music teacher has taught some music to them. So the author casually shared this memory with the grandmother. So hearing this, the grandma was saying that this is the music, it's not proper. It doesn't have any rhythm. It is only for the harlots and the beggars, not for the gentle folks like us. That is why, means what? She hasn't liked the Western music, whatever taught in the school. Means what? She was not interested in that and she was disappointed through this. Then the next moment, whenever the author started the university education, so he was busy with his work and the grandma was living there. And in the village, whenever she was residing, she was just doing her time pass with the stray dogs in the temple. But in city, no such type of facilities was there for the grandmother. So she has we can say make habitual with one job that she used to throw the we can say that pieces of bread to the sparrows. All the sparrows were collected there. That was the most entertainment moment for the grandma. Only she has used to it because she knew that now the author is a growing child and he is busy with his studies. So it is not possible for him also to live with grandma only because he was busy with his study. Now again the next change comes in the author life whenever he went abroad for taking the further education. So there he found that whenever the grandma was there to send off him at the railway station, she had kissed on the forehead of the writer, and whenever the writer went there for 5 years, at that time the writer has a fear in his mind that maybe I would not meet my grandma again. This is the last physical touch between us because the grandma is now a very aged person. So the author was not sure about his life. That is why he has a fear in his mind that maybe I would not meet my grandmother again. So after completion of the 5 years, when he returned back to his native place, he found that the grandma was there. So seeing the grandma, he was very happy again, but that time he noticed that the behavior of the grandma was totally changed. What change he found? Because the grandma was busy with his daily course and parallelly he was throwing that crumbs of bread to the sparrows. That daily job he made for herself and for entertaining her. So the writer seeing this was little bit surprised, but he know that very well because he was in abroad for 5 years. So this is the, we can say, this is very tough for the grandma that he lived that 5 years without the author because from the childhood he started living with the grandma only. So after that there is a little bit gap between grandmother and author. Up to here we have completed our chapter. Now what happened to the grandma? Let's see ahead. I have explained about the two questions. We have completed the explanation of the two questions. Now, what the next it is given? But that was not so. After 5 years, I came back home and was met by her at the station. She did not look a day older. She still had no time for words, and while she clasped me in her arms, I could hear her reciting her prayers. Even on the first day of my arrival, her happiest moments were with her sparrows whom she fed longer with the frivolous rebukes. Means what frivolous rebukes? Yesterday I have given the meaning. When she was doing her daily course, she was busy with them. She has kissed she has clasped means taken the author in her arms, and whenever the author was hugged her, he was listening the prayers. एक second student, little bit noise is there. Sorry for the disturbance. Guys, let's start again. Whenever the author returned from the abroad, he met with his grandmother and she was busy with her daily course. Then, in the evening, a change came over her. She did not pray. She collected the women of the neighborhood, got an old drum and started to sing. For several hours, she hummed a sagging skins of the dilapidated drum and sang of the home coming of warriors. We had to persuade her to stop our overstraining. That was the first time since I had known her that she did not pray. One evening, the writer found that the grandma has been collected some neighborhood ladies and with her old drum means know that we are having, especially North Indian people, they are having drum with them, and during any happy moments or auspicious celebration they were beating up the drum and make the celebration. So the grandma had taken up, this is also Kushwan Singh means North Indians, she had taken the drum. It has a dilapidated means what, it is a loose skin means the old drum she had taken, and she started to beat the drum because why? Because she was enjoying with the ladies, and she started to make the celebration because maybe, and the writer noticed one thing, that on that day the grandma hadn't done any prayer. She was busy with the ladies and she was singing the song with the drum. Okay, so what happened here? The most change the author found is that the author from his childhood has seen his grandmother to make the prayers only. But on that day, particularly in the evening, the grandma hasn't doing any prayers. So this is a very, we can say, shockable moment for the author. Okay, then what happened? See, the next morning she was taken ill. It was a mild fever and the doctor told us that it will go. But my grandmother thought differently. She told us that her end was near. She said that since only a few hours before the close of the last chapter of her life, she had omitted to pray. She was not going to waste any more time talking to us. The next morning, the author found that whatever we have explained, that is of the previous evening, then the next morning the author found that the grandma has little bit fever. So they called upon the doctor. The doctor said it is a mild fever and it would be go. But the grandma was thinking differently. She knew that my end would be very near. And on that day, she avoided to speak with the family members. She had selected to take the rest over the bed, so she went in her room and slept over the bed. And one noticed that from the previous evening, the author noticed that the grandma had stopped the prayers, whatever she was reciting with her rosary beads. So today also, she avoided all the prayers. She hasn't done any prayers on that day. And here, because the grandma come to know that her end was very near. So that is why she had given the attention towards her mind only. That is the difference here we can make. So again what the author is saying, we protested, but she ignored our protest. She lay peacefully in bed praying and telling her beads. Even before we could suspect, her lips stopped moving and the rosary fell from her lifeless fingers. A peaceful pallor spread on her face and we knew that she was dead. Here, the author is saying that we protested. Protested means we became very, we can say that angry or in a tension because they found that today the grandma's behavior is totally changed. She avoided all the daily chores, whatever she was doing. And whenever the author is saying that they protested against, why grandma you are doing so? Again she went in the bedroom, slept there, and with her rosary beads she was praying. But this time the prayers she was reciting was very slowly. The movement of the lips was very slow because the writer had very well knew that she was reciting the prayer loudly. Not loudly, but the writer can capable to hear. But on that day, the grandma was stopped the prayers, but whatever she was reciting only in her mind, the movement of the lips was little bit after, then when slowly and gradually would stop, and the rosary beads that was in her hand fell over the ground from her hand. And here the family members come to know that the grandma was no more. Means here students see how she was a very brilliant lady. Actually the doctor told them that it was a mild fever and it would soon go away. But the grandma knew very well that her end would be very near. and that is why she had given the attention towards her prayer and with her rosary beads. And whenever she was at the ending time of hers, she had chosen the rosary beads and her prayer. Whenever she had taken her last breath, then also she hadn't leave her prayers and rosary beads. And finally, whenever in her last breath, the rosary beads fell down over the ground, and these people come to know that the grandma was no more. Her face was pale, but the smile was still there on her face. Means she was a very beautiful lady, as the author was said in the introductory part. What the author said? My grandmother was not pretty, but she was a very beautiful lady. Means how the great attachment the author with his grandmother. So what happens is, student? Now we lifted her off the bed and it is customary laid her on the ground and covered her with a red shroud. After a few hours for mourning, we left her alone to make arrangements for her funeral. In the evening, we went to her room with a good stretcher to take her to cremated. The sun was setting and lit her room and veranda with a blaze of golden light. We stopped halfway in a courtyard, all over the veranda, and in her room, right up to where she lay dead and still wrapped in red shroud. Thousands of sparrows sat scattered on the floor. There was no chirping. We felt sorry for the birds, and my mother fetched some bread for them. She broke it into little crumbs, the way my grandmother used to, and threw it to them. The way sparrows took no notice of the bread. When we carried my grandmother's corpse off, they flew away quickly. Next morning, the sweeper swept the breadcrumbs into the dustbin. Now, whenever the author came to know that his grandma was no more, they had taken her corpse off in the ground, in the stretcher, and they made the preparation as it is customary, So many customs are there in the Hindu religion, so it is customary. They had taken away the dead body of the grandma on the stretcher and get ready for the cremation. Or for the funeral ceremony, they were getting ready for the grandma's dead body. Then they noticed that all the sparrows were gathered there. The author's mom, means author's mother, thought that every day the grandma used to give the breadcrumbs to the sparrows. That is why might be the sparrows came over there. So that, and that it was the time of evening almost. So the sparrows were seated there around the grandmother, and whenever the author's mom was given the breadcrumbs to the sparrows, they have not touched the breadcrumbs. Actually, they come there for giving the last farewell to the grandma. Because the sparrows were very attached to her. They are always living with the grandma. So, at the last moment, as it is a living creature, they have not much, we can say, that brilliance. Then also, the sparrows had come there to give their last farewell, to take or give their last farewell to the grandmother. And the next day, whenever they been cremated the grandmother's dead body, the breadcrumbs were spread over there. The next morning, the sweeper came and swept down all these breadcrumbs. Means we can count that the birds also have a very great attachment with the grandmother. When they come to know that the grandmother was no more, they have, we can say that, expressed their sorrow. They have expressed their gratitude with grandmother. So here, this is the completion of the chapter. Very nice chapter this is, student, because here how relationship matters in our life, that is given. As you know, if you have seen my previous lecture, in the beginning I told you, we have a very great attachment with grandparents than our parents. Whatever the topic we are going to share, we are not sharing them with our parents, but we are sharing them with our grandparents. Means this shows that we have a lot of attachment with our grandparents, and whatever the sharings we are having, either it is shareable or not, then also we are sharing with our grandparents. So this is the relation of the Khushwant Singh and his grandmother. The author narrated very nicely in many steps. So these questions, two questions I have written over here. I explained means the whole lesson comes in the two questions only. Now see, your work starts. Here students, you have given the question answers. First one is understanding and talking. Then what you have to write? You have to write understanding the text, and second one is talking about the text. Thinking about the text, no need to write. उसको लिखने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. But if you have a time, then you can write all these. First is which one it is? Understanding, talking, thinking. You have to write all the question answers, and here some MCQs are there. I think on the back page some new words are there. This is given in camp textbook. Okay, your digest like it works, and some grammar part is also be given there. So you have to write all the question answers in your notebook, because you know the school will call you anytime. At that time you should be prepared with your classwork. Okay, I will not call it homework. This is not your homework. This is the classwork you are having. Once you have listened the lesson, you understood it very well. Then if you are going to write it one time, then no need to read it second time. Because while parallelly whenever we are writing, we are getting all the content of the lesson. So with these students, I am ending my lecture here. I hope you understand this lesson very well. So we will meet again in the next lecture. Till then, bye guys.